Anyway, I said, they're like, well, how do you know this is going to work? And a lot of people are like, well, how do you know this is going to work? And I'm like, because I'm Lucifer. And I'm your creator. It'll work. We just haven't gotten the temperatures right. So they keep trying and they keep trying and they keep trying and they keep trying. I was like, you need to get it up to 50,000 degrees or 5,000. Actually, I said 5,000 degrees or 15,000 degrees or 50,000 degrees. I said, you need to get that container as hot as you can fucking get it. You need to get it up to like 50,000 degrees. If you don't get to 50,000 degrees, the magic, I was like, the magic happens at like 15,000 at the high temperatures. That's where it's at. Like they kept on smelting up to like 3,000 or 1,000 degrees and like, it's metal. And it's like, no, that's not metal. You need to get it up hotter. And yeah, it was like that. And like I said, once we get up to the high, the metal starts, the minerals start the molecules start rearranging into new patterns. When you get up to the really high temperatures, they start, and they like glob onto each other. And people actually think I got a titanium mine there. It's like, you found titanium or whatever. It's like, yes, I did. Anyway, the magic is in the vessel, the vessel that gets up to 100,000 degrees. That's where the magic is. It's in the wiring system because electricity has to flow through. I mean, it's all in the shielding and the wiring that actually protects the thermal cage basically. And in order to get up to 15,000 or 5,000 degrees, you need to have wires that can take 15,000 degrees. Otherwise, it's a bloop. So how do you? So it's a problem, and it becomes a problem of like you have to run the power in, and like you're going up around this cage or something like that, and where it's like. Anyway, it becomes really. It's really more of a matter of how to get electricity to flow across that kind of thing and get that hot. And it's really the real magic is in the vessel that will, the power goes in one side and DC on the other side. And I think they do some really weird things where the power where it's like the ground, there's a grounding rod underneath it or something like that, and there's like power coming into one side of it or something. I forget exactly how they tried a couple different things, but they eventually did get the temperatures up to 5,000 degrees or 15,000 degrees. They started pushing 50,000 degrees actually. And like I said, they started seeing some really cool shit at 50,000 degrees, where we were getting 90% of usable material from the rock, no matter what we poured in. They're like, let's pour in some dirt and see what happens. And it's like, and it's like, and they're literally pouring in everything, and it's like it's at like 50,000 degrees, even the slag becomes something usable, like aluminum or something like that. Like it's like everything is usable from it, and you just pour off from different sections. And it's something really weird like that, where it's like lava. And anyway, though, and it's really cool. Anyway, though, yeah, it's my breakout role, Mirages Dam, where I basically said, I am Lucifer, hear me roar, meow. And where it's like, yeah, you're our leader. And yeah, so I said like I basically become like immortal or something, or I already was immortal, and that's where I'm like, and like then people start getting in my way, and I start punching them out because other people are like, I'm the star of Bethlehem, and that's where Rasputin really starts coming in. Is Rasputin starts going, and other people happen, and then after that I'm like, flight, because no one had really flown before, and everybody just looked at aircraft and tanks like that was before the tank. No. First I went tanks, modern day warfare, and like people were like as these tanks are going across the land and then Rasputin's like ha 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 because like we have so much metal, like there's metal everywhere. After I get this smelting thing, it's like, well, we'll just pour up another one, and we're just, and everything's coming from this Mirage Dam, and the Chinese are like, yes, yes, and the Germans are like, yeah. And everyone's just like laughing at the place because it's like metal and more metal than they had ever seen before. And like I say, Rasputin is like, ah! And like everyone's running from this. And then Rasputin goes and gets his. Actually, I think Rasputin actually used his drug money to buy the Mirage's Dam. And I'm like, whatever. I mean, we were done with the water system. There was nothing left except for a little bit left. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll buy it. I mean, give me the money. So I get the money, and I'm like, the real value for everything was actually in the smelting machinery, right? And I'm keeping that. we kept the smelter, but I didn't tell him. I was like, well, you can't keep. We had already moved the smelter. We're moving the smelting vial. Or the smelting machine was the real good part. We left the small test one. There's a small test one, and there was this big one. Anyway, we took the big one and took off with it. And then we sold the mine because, it was almost played out anyway. So Rasputin or somebody buys it thinking that they're going to get all this metal and all this power and stuff like that. And we're like, well, we already got it. So we take off with all the technology, and we're like, like counting our money. Counting our metal. All this metal comes from it. All these trains, all this stuff. And we take off, and I'm like, well, let's go build somewhere else. And like, and my guys are like, yes, boss, let's go. And so we take off to another epic build spot, because we've mined there, and everybody knows that there's money to be had there. They just don't always know exactly how to get it, because they don't understand what we did, which was heated up to really high temperatures. The real value was in the smelter that got up to those temperatures. That was the secret. So we take off to that, and I think I buy a country or something, or I buy this other spot because I have all this money from Rasputin or someone. Like these people want this place, and I'm like, oh well. I mean, we already mined it. I guess you could have whatever. So, I mean, there's more to be had. So, but it's already built. So anyway, so I take off, and I have all the money and stuff because they're like, okay, they give me all the money or give us all the money. So we take off to go build another epic place because this place is already built. And some people stayed behind, but most of the real team takes off. We leave. Bye. And besides, we get attacked a couple times, and I'm like, And it is a really good defendable spot because the town is on an island basically in the middle, and there's like this bridge, and we built this bridge going across and all that stuff, and there's all kinds of stuff, and it was pretty nice actually. But then we get attacked and everything. I'm like, yeah, you can keep the town, whatever. I'm out of here. So we go off to do epic build number 500, and we're because we spent 250 years there or whatever, and we're like, yeah, or like 75 years there, and we're like, whatever, we're gonna move on. So, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna go buy a country. You're gonna what? Yeah, I'm gonna go buy a country. I mean, this one worked out pretty good. Let's go buy another one. Let's go buy another place. So, and that's really where the Mirage is down, where we're like doing everything and stuff like that. And I think we go to Germany or someplace like that. We just buy the whole place. Because I mean, after you've done something, everyone knows it's valuable, everyone knows it's cool, and the secret's out, and it's like, I mean, to them it's valuable. To me, I've already been there, I've already done it. So they paid a lot of money for it, thinking that they were going to get all this stuff, and it's like, well, I took the good part anyway. I didn't. I was like, I'm not going to let you keep the big smelter. Bye. So we take it, and someone even steals the small smelter or something like that. Like the small smelter gets stolen or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I was going to leave the test smelter there. There's like 3 or 4 little smelters or something. We have like a whole bunch of ones to do it. The big one is the most valuable one. Anyway, so we sell it, and they're like, you double cross us. I'm like, no, you can build your own. whatever, or so we left one there, you know.